Greetings of peace, love, and enlightenment. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to my live today, which I'm going to be airing um, every Friday about 7 p.m. That's what I've been consistently doing. Um, and right now I'm working on a series on relationship advice, right? Um, and this one is going to be about um, sexual discipline. Um, this is Goddess Nanu. If you did not know, now you know. Check me out, goddessnanu.com. Um, and anyway, so let me go ahead and get started. Um, I think, sexual discipline is a huge key to your relationships in general. In maintaining, good relationships. 'Cause a lot of people, especially our people, um, really destroy a lot of good relationships because of a lack of sexual discipline, destroy a lot of good opportunities because of a lack of sexual discipline. Um, and I'm not just talking about romantic relationships, I'm talking about all types of relationships that are important, because all of your relationships are important and you want to maintain healthy relationships. Um, you know, even if you're married, sexual discipline is important. And when I say sexual discipline, what I'm talking about is not allowing your sexual desires, your sexual appetite, your lust, you know, to run amok. Um, and you're just following after your desires, whatever you feel like, that's gonna wreck your life. You know, if you haven't learned that yet, now's the time to learn it. Um, and that can even be the case in marriage too. If the sex life becomes so important, um, or your sexual desires, your fantasies and all that, it's paramount over you valuing the other person, as a person in your life, as a friend, as a companion. It's going to damage that relationship. If you have, addictions, sexual addictions that are undealt with, that's going to damage that relationship. Um, and you know, if you're single, you already know how lack of sexual discipline can damage your relationships, damage your career, all sorts of things. Sexual discipline is very important. Um, and I picked this to talk about today because a lot of times, due to a lack of sexual discipline, um, people can't accomplish goals in life. And if we're going to progress as a nation, we have to be able to keep our sex lives private, keep that in a private space. Because we're living in a time right now where everything's being sexualized and over sexualized, and it's damaging your relationships, it's damaging your businesses, it's damaging your careers, it's damaging your self-image as well as your public image. So It's important to talk about, obviously. So I didn't really think about what I was gonna say about this. Obviously, I'm just going off the cuff right now. So bear with me while I kind of like organize my thoughts. And then I'm not really a morning person either. It's the morning time right now, but I wanted to get this video out and celebrate my son's birthday today. Um, but a lot of people think that, you know, it's okay to project their desires onto other people. And it's okay to um, engage in all types of different sexual exchanges. There's all types of sexual exchange. Um, Anytime you hug somebody or kiss someone, you're exchanging energy, you know, and as someone who is spiritually, um, I'd say spiritually advanced, you know, you know that even in a hug, sexual energy can be exchanged. And it's important to really get a hold on that, to reel that back and really learn to discipline your sexual energy. Not just, I'm not just talking about at a lower level. What that means is not sleeping around with everybody and thinking every person you meet, you're supposed to engage sexually with. I mean, if that's what you want to experience, I mean, then that's what you want to experience. Um, but if you want to live a quality life, a righteous life, then and you want to accomplish goals and not have these distractions and these dramas that are destroying everything that you're doing, then you have to be disciplined sexually. Um, and on another level of that, so beyond that, that's basic. If you don't understand that, then I mean, we're pretty much done talking right now. Um, so I'm talking about beyond that. I'm talking about a level of sexual discipline where you're in control of your sexual energy, period. Not just physically. That's like bottom level right there. I'm talking about psychically. I'm talking about, energetically when you're around people. I'm talking about your aura, you know, how you're engaging with people on a um, electromagnetic level. Okay, because yes, you are electromagnetic. If you did not know, yes, you are energy. This is a scientific fact. Okay, especially you who are melanin dominant. Your melanin has the capability to transform, to absorb and transform all levels of wavelengths. Okay, everybody else can't do that, but you, as a melanin dominant individual, are able to do that. And a lot of you don't know, are not aware of your different energy bodies, not aware of how you're engaging with people, how why you're attracting certain things to yourself. And it's important for you to become aware, and not only to become aware, but to align yourself with the energies you want to be aligned with, and be able to master that, um, in a way that creates the environment, creates the life story that you want to be living right now. Okay. Um, and if you do need help with that, I am available. We have the office open now here. Um, so, instead of me coming, I know I do travel, but I do have space now if people want to come. But anyway, just contact me, goddessnadu.com, or contact me, inbox me, call me, whatever. It depends on our relationship. But anyway, um, I'm talking about on another level. And I know people have a huge misunderstanding. I think a lot of times, anytime somebody is spiritual and they think out of the box, to automatically assume that that means you're not sexually disciplined. And I'm sorry to break it to y'all, but if you're not sexually disciplined and you share your energy with anybody and everybody and don't have any control of energy, don't know how to keep yourself sacred, then, and I don't just mean physically, I mean on an energetic level, keep yourself sacred, keep yourself pure, then, you know, that's an issue. That's an issue for everybody. Um, you have people who call themselves ministers and such, and they go and they lay hands on people, and they're transferring, you know, lustful energy, sexual deviance, what people call demons or spirits or whatever. Um, so it's very important. You can go and, you know, me personally, I could be in a room with somebody and I have to exercise sexual discipline because on an energetic level, people will try to engage with your energy. And that's something that nobody can see that, but God knows. You understand? God knows and God sees. That's why it's important not to be self righteous when it comes to following any kind of spiritual laws or religious laws, because it's what's in your heart that's going to make the difference. Because you're not a physical being, you are a multi-dimensional being. And so, what that means is everything is parallel. So you can hide all you want to and think because you're not engaging in something physically that, you know, you're okay, but you're not. You have to deal with things on a psychological level, you have to deal with things on a spiritual level and be a whole person. Um, you're struggling with things, sexual deviance, things like that. And that, I'm saying sexual deviance, um, broadly, because you know what your standards are and what your spiritual practice says is um, righteous and what's not righteous. And there's reasons for that, you know, depending on what your spiritual practice is, there's a different reason for that, you know, of why these things are not okay and not okay to be practiced. Um, why, why it's best to find, not to be out here with different people. And that means different things for different people as far as being chaste. If you're monogamous and you're married, that means being chaste means you're engaging in sexual energy with that one person. If you're polygynous, that means that, as a man, as these wives that you have married, you have selected, and these are the people that you've designated that you're going to share your energy with, then those need to be the people that you share your energy with. And you need to stick to what you have set for yourself with the contract that you've made with Allah or God. You've made a contract, you've made a vow. And anytime you break that, there's going to be consequences that, are going to affect your life one way or the other. Um, and a lot of people think think that, a lot of people don't understand the dangers of engaging sexually with various people, but just like their physical diseases, we learn about this in middle school and elementary school now, right? About the dangers of just being out there and engaging with various people. Um, you can do things to protect yourself, but there's no way around it. If you're engaging with various people, you're taking a risk, period. And same thing spiritually. Um, you can, there is what I would call, you can get spiritual STDs. A spiritual, a spiritual, yeah, infection, so to speak. Um, yeah, absolutely. Um, Absolutely. If you're engaging in tantra with various people, you know, most certainly. And, I think people get this idea. I just want to go ahead and clear the air because I do teach tantra. Um, and not in the way most people have learned it. I know it's a fad and people think tantra you're actually touching people. Real tantra, you don't touch. Real tantra, it's not, no, that's perverted. That's western perverted stuff. Um of course, if you're married, then you have somebody you've designated, this is my sexual partner, then most certainly, you would do the spiritual, the physical, all of it together. But you can definitely have tantric healing, which means you're just using those energies, if you know specifically what those energies are, like um, the jinn being one end, kundalini being another end, you using those energies to um, crystallizations in the energy body to clear out, traumas and lies and things that are blocking your life and keeping you in negative patterns. Um, you don't need to touch people for that. And, people have a misunderstanding of that. That doesn't mean that somebody's out here having sex with people. It's not physical, so go ahead and get that out of your mind. Because believe it or not, I've heard, I've heard a couple rumors about myself, and I'm a chase person. I'm married, and um, before I was married, you know, am I somebody who's made mistakes? Yeah. Yeah, I made a couple mistakes. I'm human too. I'm just like you. I'm a ordinary person that's doing extraordinary things. You know. Um I'm trying doing my best to operate at my full potential as a human being on this planet. Because none of us are reaching our full potential. Um, especially not here in America in this oppressed society. However, I thank the Creator, my God, Allah, that I've been equipped and I've been enlightened and I have the awareness that has been given to me so that I can help others. Um, I don't see myself as above anyone. Um, I'm prone to mistakes too. I can make a mistake. Um, but anyway, that being said, um, you have to decide for yourself, you know, what what in what ways you're going to be disciplined and you have to stick to it. Just like sticking to a diet or sticking to a fitness routine. Um, you have to do the same things in your sex life. Um, you know, And I'm kind of all over the place because I didn't really prepare for this. I was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go talk about sexual discipline," which is a huge topic. So please comment, please ask your questions. I know I'm putting a lot of information out there, and I'm hitting a lot of different things. So I'm looking forward to your responses. Um, so we can talk about it and discuss it. And I know a lot of people aren't really familiar with real tantra and spiritual work and spiritual healing. Um, Beyond a lot of people, not even beyond, the church aspects, which hopefully those ministers are equipped, not just with the basics of healing, but the science of healing, so that people are really being delivered, permanently delivered. Um, the spiritual science, as we say, you know, and really learning the ways of God, so you can operate in the ways of God. Um, Christ said, "Greater works are we supposed to be doing than what He's done." So I'm trying to be a part of those greater works. Um, and I'm like all over the place right now. But I'm just being me and just talking. Um, so I'm just talking to y'all. This ain't no prepared speech or nothing like that. I'm just talking to y'all. So, go ahead and give me some feedback. So this could be a conversation, and it may be a conversation over a few videos. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. If you're seeing this on Facebook or Twitter, um, make sure you go to my YouTube page and subscribe to my YouTube. I have a new Instagram page too. So find me on Instagram at my public Instagram page. Okay. Um, trying to get trying to do this virtual thing. All right. But I am here in the physical. I am very real. And what I'm talking about is very real. Um, and, we can all develop um, our higher senses and our awareness, because in these days and the things that are to come, you're gonna need to see with more than just your eyes, your physical eyes. You're gonna need to see, you're gonna need to be able to hear to your full potential. You're gonna need to be able to feel to your full potential. When the animals and the birds go flying this way, you should have already been going that way. To understand, because of your connection to the earth and connection to the creator and knowing what's going on. And a lot of us are disconnected. So, I would like to make sure maintain my connection, and also to help you all to remain connected, um, and stay connected and stay pure and stay ready. Okay. Because these are times we need to be ready. Okay. Um, Yeah, that's all I got for right now. You know, I'm just throwing a topic out there, getting it started. So, and I'm not seeing the comments right now. I do apologize. Today's my son's birthday, so this is pre-recorded. But as often as possible, I'm going to make sure that I am live and reading your comments Friday at 7 p.m. Uh, Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. I know a lot of y'all going to be out partying, but for those who are disciplined, you know, and focused and not in need of coping on Friday nights, because that's what people are doing. We're all trying to cope. We all have our different ways of trying to cope and process and work through our issues and the stress and oppression of being here in this time that we're in. So, I understand that. I don't judge anybody. I'm not here for that. What I'm here to do is to help you get to your next level. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you get to your next level while I'm trying to get to my next level. Because I'm going to keep going and I want you to come with me. Okay? All right. So that's all I got for today. Any comments, suggestions of how I can make these lives more engaging, or, you know, whatever, I'm open to it all. I thank those who do watch and do enjoy and do give me feedback and share love, exchange in the love movement with me, the peace, love, and enlightenment movement with me. I do appreciate y'all. Okay. And just throwing out there right now, my nonprofit is working on a fundraiser, our annual fundraiser. We're going to do it virtual this year. You know, we appreciate all the help and support we can get. Please look over the information on our website, thebirthguru.org. All right. And I'm going to type all this. I'll put all this in the chat. All right. So y'all can see it and have it. All right. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and enlightenment.